feel like every time I get in the groove here on Kenny 2 and we start to get some consistency, something sets me back, whether it be a trip or this or that. Hopefully I'm here to stay. I'm acting like I've been gone for a month. It's been like 2 days. Either way, I was scrolling through TikTok, which I don't do often, by the way. I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw a video from an account named Owner's Box. And I saw it. I thought it was really cool. So I stole the video idea. I hit up producer Kev and I said, hey, create a quiz with this kind of template, and we're doing that today. So shout out to Kev and shout out to Owner's Box. Guess the NBA player from college drafted to in the last team they played for. It might sound crazy, but it's really not. This is the template. Okay, so this person went to Syracuse. Oh my God, I'm pretty good at colleges, obviously, but I don't know every college's logo. So hopefully we... So this person went to Syracuse. They were drafted by the 76ers in their last team is the Trailblazers. This is Jeremy Grant. Now, things are going to get confusing because last team could also mean current team or it can mean somebody that's retired. So I got to keep my brain going. Of course, it's Jeremy Grant, 1 for 1 for Kenny on Kenny 2. A guy that went to Georgetown, got drafted to the Denver Nuggets and either currently plays for the Rockets or his last team was the Rockets. And if I'm doing some mental whatever, there's nobody on the Houston Rockets right now that went to Georgetown, so we're thinking about a player in NBA history. I did tell Kev a little while ago that he can start making quizzes a little bit harder to really test ourselves. And I'm on the second question, and the only name that somewhat comes to mind is the Dikembe Mutombo. The Dikembe Mutombo is gonna be my guess. Okay, cool. The figure wag, shout out to him. All right, 2 for 2, 2 for 2, 2 for 2. Next one, we have somebody that went to Washington, got drafted to the Kings and traded to the Suns. This is Marquise Chris, baby. And you gotta look at the last team. This is Marquise Chris. If we get more of these drafted by whoever but traded to somebody else, we gonna do pretty good. Cool, Marquise Chris, 3 for 3, ladies and gentlemen. The next one, somebody that went to UK, University of Kentucky, drafted to Detroit in their last team. Their last team was the Minnesota Timberwolves. Is there anybody currently on the Timberwolves that went to Kentucky? Point guard, shooting guard, small for power forward, center, backups. We could be thinking end of the bench guys, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say nobody on the current team fits this criteria. So we're thinking past people from Kentucky. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this can be so many different people. Kentucky produces some of the most basketball players in basketball. So I'm gonna chalk this up as an L. I'll take a shot at it. Matter of fact, forget it. I'm not getting it right. Tayshawn Prince. Okay, I've been a Prince like Tayshawn. Shout out to him, man. Legendary block. Go watch Tayshawn Prince's block on Reggie Miller to get them to the finals. And then, of course, they end up winning the championship. A really big moment that a lot of people forget about. Next, we have somebody that went to UV, drafted to the Cavs, last play for the Nets. This is Joe Harris. I'm back on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right. So far, we're doing pretty good. Somebody that went to Maryland. That's not that bad. We could probably get this. Drafted to the Washington Wizards, last played for the Pistons. There is nobody currently in the NBA that plays for the Pistons that played at Maryland. So don't think current players. Who are some Maryland legends that would have... Ooh, Maryland legends. I have somebody in mind, but I can't picture him in a Wizards jersey for some reason. I 100% can picture him in a Detroit Pistons jersey. It's just whether or not I think he finished his career there. The name that's in my head right now is Steve Blake. I don't remember him on Washington, though. Am I bugging? I'm going to go Steve Blake because that's the only name that comes to mind. Thank you, Steve Blake. I went to school with a guy that had this exact jersey, a number 2 Portland Trailblazers Steve Blake jersey, and we all thought he was crazy. And yeah. I think it's cool when people collect jerseys, but obscure jerseys. You know, everybody can have a KD jersey, a Giannis jersey, whatever. But you pull out a Steve Blake jersey, people gonna look at you some type of way. And a good way, it could be good and bad. Next, somebody that went to Marquette, Atlanta Hawks, and ended their career with the San Antonio Spurs. Nobody currently on the Spurs went to Marquette. Marquette, in their history, of course, you got Jimmy Butler, who doesn't fit, obviously. Who is a retired player from... I swear to you, if I sat down and gave myself 15 minutes to think about the ones I don't know, I feel like I could get them. But for the sake of time, I don't want to use that much. Who are some other people that went to Marquette that played for the Atlanta Hawks and the San Antonio Spurs? I know a guy named Glenn Rivers that for sure played for the Atlanta Hawks and for sure played for the San Antonio Spurs in his career. And he also went to Marquette. Doc Rivers, thank you very much. If I'm not mistaken, I only got one wrong so far, and that was Tayshawn Prince, right? Yeah, Tayshawn Prince. Okay. Somebody went to North Carolina. Went to the Sacramento Kings and last played for the Denver Nuggets. Okay. Now, North Carolina is in that Kentucky area where they produce a ton of NBA players. And because of that, this could be so many different people. I don't think there's anybody currently on the Denver Nuggets that went to North Carolina. So I could scratch current. And now I'm thinking past. And I'm like, it ain't Tyler Hansbrough. He ended up with the Indiana Pacers. Who was some other? Is it one of the Harrison? No, the Harrison twins went to Kentucky. Is it... Why am I drawing blanks on, like, players that went to North Carolina? It's a prestigious basketball. I'm taking my L. I'll take my L. It's too much time. Kenny to J. Smith. Honestly, I was never going to get that right. I had no idea he played for these two organizations. I'm be honest with you. No idea. I have places in mind that I know he played for. Sacramento was not one, and Denver was not the other. So I was never going to get that. I could have sat here for an hour. I was not going to get that. Somebody that went to VCU and went to the Bucks. This is Larry Sanders. Larry Sanders, it's only a small amount of people that went to VCU. Larry Sanders went to Milwaukee and then had a second chance at the NBA after he previously retired, where he played with LeBron for 2 days. It felt like. I'll take Larry Sanders. I thought Larry Sanders was going to be a beast. I mean, he had some years for sure, but I thought he was about to be a beast. And I was wrong. You know, he decided that he wanted to do music and do art, and the NBA was too much mentally. His story is pretty cool, though. His story is pretty cool. And we're actually seeing more players now retire from the NBA while they're young because of mental health issues. We saw Tyrell Terry just do that today as I'm recording this video. Chandler Hutchison did it a couple weeks ago. So it's a big thing. And Larry Sanders is one of the first people I remember doing something similar to that. Oregon State? Oregon State, didn't Gary Payton II go to Oregon State? Obviously, this don't fit. Oregon State? Oh, yeah, I might as well give myself an L right now. I don't know. AC Green. Hey, I don't know anything about AC Green. I've never met him, never talked to him. The Jerry curl is beautiful, AC. He was rocking it. I swear to God, he was rocking it. That fits. That fits. So shout out to AC Green. I had no idea. Somebody that went to UM, drafted to the Sacramento Kings and last team. This is Nick Sauce Castillo, is that his nickname? This is Nick Stauskas, 100%. Thank you very much. Somebody that went to Duke, drafted to the Pacers, and then last team was the Hawks. This is about to be a crazy pool. But I look at these three teams, and I one random ass person came to mind. It was Miles Plumlee. Obviously, Mason doesn't fit. I think this is Miles Plumlee, bro. Thank you. I'm locked. Next one, West Virginia. This is Javon Carter. Stop playing, bro. That's practically family. That's easy. UMass to the Raptors to the New York Knicks. This is Marcus Camby. Oh, that's the last one. Oh, it's Marcus Camby. Hey, I was getting in a groove too. I was firing them off. Boom, 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 boom. What did we get? 2 wrong? We got AC Green wrong, so that's 1. Kenny to Jesse Smith wrong, so I think we got 3 wrong. 3 out of 15 wrong, so was that 12 out of 15? That's pretty good averages. It's pretty good averages, man. Hit the link in the description if you have a video idea you want to see me do here on Kenny 2. We obviously always down there. Shout out to you. Shout out to Owner's Box, again, on TikTok. And shout out to my boy Kale for putting it together.